We are discussing about electroconductivity of liquids. In this, today a very important 8 marks answer, that is the lab activity. What is that lab activity? What we are going to discuss is coating of iron key with copper by electroplating method. Coating of, what is our aim? Coating of iron key with copper by using electroplating method. Okay, see here, what we are going to prove is that coating of iron key with copper by using the electroplating method. For this, what are the things required? The things required for this one are beaker, sulfuric acid, that is H2SO4. Okay, next one, iron nail or iron key, copper plate, wires, battery. These are the things required for doing the experiment. Coating of iron key. We know that one metal will be coated with another metal is only called as a electroplating method. Means you can see in market they will sell some silver items, but are they of silver? No. They will take the copper items and they will coat them with the silver. Okay, next we will tell the 1 gram gold. 1 gram gold means, is it really gold? No. They will take the copper items or silver items and they will dip in the gold liquid and say that it is 1 gram gold. So coloring or electroplating one metal with another metal is only called as electroplating the process. Here, before starting this lab activity, we shall discuss about this electroplating method. Then only the experiment will be started. Coming to here, list out some objects around you that keep shining. Which objects will shine? Silver objects will shine. Gold objects will shine. We can know that. For example, the clips of your writing pads, will they shine? Clips of your writing pads, they will look like steel. But after a few days or keep them outside in the atmosphere, you can see they will get rusted. Means what you are thinking? It is made with iron. The clip of your examination pad will be made with the iron, but it is coated with zinc or chromium or both. So because of that only, you can see that it looks like steel and it will shine. Okay, then your writing pad or rim of a newly bought bicycle. When your cycle's rim, if you are seeing, or handle which you are holding, if you are seeing. Now anyway you are having different color cycles, but olden days you see your grandparents or your parents, when they are small, they used to go on BSA cycles and Hero cycles they used to, Heckler cycles they used to ride, which are made with the steel rims. Even now also I think you are having that steel rims are there. So that one, they shines very brightly. If you keep safely, they will live for a long time. But when you are keeping outside, they will react with the atmosphere and they will get rusted. Okay. So, however, if these objects are scratched deliberately or accidentally, their shine diminishes. What we can see, if we scratch that one, or if you pour water on that one, what will happen? They will get rusted and they will change into brown in color. Scratching of such objects removes some coating from their surfaces. Is it correct or not? And we can see a relatively dull surface below the coating. Safety pins which we are using, when they are new, shines brightly. When they become old, they will get rusted and change into brown in color. However, with the repeated use, they lose their brightness of shining. When we are using more coated objects, what will happen? Slowly they will lose their color. Repeated handling making the coating of the pin wear off and the non-shiny metals beneath is exposed. In the above examples, the materials underneath contains a coating of another metal. How is this achieved? How is the shining of metals coated on the dull objects? So we are going to see that one. To talk about that one, first we are going with this lab activity. Okay, now we are coating this iron key with the copper. What is the color of copper? It is brown. Okay, what is the color of reddish brown it is. What is the color of this iron? It is rusted. Okay, so now this color will be coated to this iron key. How it will happen? What are the things we are taking? Beaker, sulfuric acid, iron key, copper plate, wires and battery. Coming to the point, required materials given: copper plate of size 2 centimeters into 5 centimeters. He gave a measurement that 2 centimeters into 5 centimeters. A crystal of copper sulfide. What is a crystal of copper sulfide solution? A key made of iron. What is that copper sulfide? Copper sulfide, I did not mention here. Copper sulfide. What is the color of this copper sulfide? It is blue in color. What is the color of copper sulfide? Blue color. And what is the formula for this one? CuSO4. Okay, copper sulfide we have to take that is CuSO4. And next one, a key made of iron, glass beaker, water, sulfuric acid, battery and some connecting copper wires. You may take a thick copper wire and a hammer it to flatten it instead of the above mentioned copper plate. If copper plate you did not get, means you can go with copper plates you will get if you go to shop. In our houses, in puja rooms, we will give copper plates which are tempered. If someone says on that tortoise will be there, that will be there, this will be there. So if you go, you will get the copper plate itself. No need to. If you are not getting that one, you go with the copper wire, flatten the copper wire. Malleability process, you have to do the copper wire. So these are the things required. Sulfuric acid is important, copper sulfide is important, batteries are important. Now what is the procedure we are going to do? Dissolve crystals of copper sulfide in pure water. What we have to do, see here. Take a beaker. Okay, fill this beaker with water. Take a beaker, fill this beaker with water. What is the color of the water? Water is colorless. Okay, then add copper sulfide to this one. Add copper sulfide crystals to this one. Copper sulfide. Now what is the color of the water? The color of the water change it to blue in color. Now color of the water change it to blue color because we added copper sulfide to this one. Okay. Pour the solution in a beaker and add a few drops of sulfuric acid. Now add again a few drops of sulfuric acid. H2SO4. Copper sulfide and sulfuric acid. After that, what you have to do? Acid helps in increasing the conductivity of electrolyte. Tie one end of connecting copper wire to the iron object to be coated with copper. Now how the connection must be? See here. This side we are taking the copper plate. Okay. To this side we are taking the iron key. And again these two we are going to connect. Here this is connected to a battery. And again this is connected to a switch. So see here, this is the copper plate. This is iron key. This is battery. And this one will act as switch. So your circuit is ready. Try to understand once again. Take a beaker, fill the beaker with water, add copper sulfide to this one. when we add copper sulfide to this one, it changes to deep blue in color. Okay, to this solution again add sulfuric acid. When you add sulfuric acid to this one, sulfuric acid will act as an electrolyte. Okay, then take two wires. To one wire you connect a copper plate, to another wire you connect iron key. Okay, now these two are connected. One you connect to the battery, the other one to the switch. Followed? This is the circuit. Now what you have to do? Then these connections are complete. Suspend the tied iron object into the copper sulfide solution. Suspend the copper plate into the copper sulfide solution from positive end of the battery through the switch. Care should be taken that the key and plate do not touch each other. Already when we do to make our own cell, there I told for you, the zinc plate and copper wire should not touch each other. Why? Because they both are acting as electrodes. When they two touch each other, what will happen? The bulb will be fused off, I told. Here also these two are acting. This zinc plate and copper plate and iron key are acting as electrodes, so they should not touch each other. That is very, very important. Then other and are a little away from one another. Put the switch on for about 10 minutes. On the switch for 10 minutes. Switch off the circuit and take the iron key out. What we have to do? We have to switch off the circuit and take out the iron key out. What did you observe? What will be our observation? Does the iron key get coated with a shiny brown color? What is the color due to you notice? What will happen if you interchange the battery terminals? For this all, why does copper get deposited on the iron key? For this all, the questions are, when electric current is passed through the copper sulfide solution, which is in which the copper sulfide is present in the form of copper and sulfide ions. They both are, if we divide them, they are called as copper and sulfide ions. The free copper ions are drawn to the electrodes connected to the negative terminal of the battery and deposited on it. What happened means, this is copper sulfide solution. No? This will be divided into copper and sulfide. Now these copper will go and deposited on these electrodes. Did you understand? This copper sulfide solution is acting as electrolyte and these two are acting as electrodes, and when a reaction starts, electrolysis process will take place and copper will come out and that will be deposited on this iron key. Got the point? And thus one metal is coated with another material. This process is only known as electroplating. One metal is coated with another metal is only called as electroplating. If the key is to be coated with zinc or aluminium instead of copper, what changes we have to do? Instead of copper plate, you will give zinc plate or what is that? Aluminium plate, and we will try this experiment. Again, the iron nail will be coated with zinc or aluminium. The procedure will be same. Okay. Next one, in electroplating, an inferior metal, okay, means which is having more power to change atmospheric humidity, that metals which are affected by the atmospheric humidity, carbon dioxide, etc., is coated with a superior metal, means inferior, superior. Inferior means which will immediately react with the atmosphere. Which metals will react immediately with the atmosphere? What will happen? They will get rusted fast. Okay. So, this objects which will get rusted fast will be coated with another metal. That another metal is only called as a superior metal, which are not affected by the humidity or oxygen. The following are the requirements for fine coating. The objects to be electroplated should be free from greasy matters, which we are going to do electroplating. They must be away from the oil and grease. The surface of the article should be rough so that the metal deposited sticks permanently. You can see that if you want to electroplate, means if you want to cover one metal with another metal, the metal which should be covered, how it must be? It must be rough in surface. When it is rough surface only, we can deposit easily. Got the point? Next one is the concentration of the electrolyte should be so adjusted as to get smooth coating. Again, one more coating we have to give in such a way that when we are looking that one, it must look very good and very smooth. If it is rough in surface, will we like that one? No, we don't like. So, first coating on the rough surface. Second coating when we are giving to that one, we can feel very smooth. The best example is iron almaras. Beerwal antam kada. You see the person when he is making the almara, first it will be rusted in position. What is this? We are going to buy this old almara, we will think. You go to that shop when he is preparing, he will take iron object which is totally rusted. Okay, first what he will do, he will give sandpaper to that one. Again he will apply some oil to that. Again he will apply some grease to that white cream to that one. Slowly he will paint to that one. Again he will give one more painting to that one. When we are going to buy, it looks very bright and like a new almara. Once you remove that paint, you will understand what is that almara. That only we will buy for 5,000, 10,000. That is up to our need. First, when you see the position of that one, we will not be ready to buy that one. So, current must be the same throughout. So, what is that means? In first position, what you are giving the paint to that one, to the last, it must be like that only. Some what they will do, to and fro we will do. No. What we have to do, when the paint must be like that means, it must be in one direction only. Otherwise, to or fro. Then only it will be. When you are learning drawing, what the teacher will tell you? Go in only one direction. Don't always rub. Again, one coating you are giving. Again, you are going in zigzag way. Zigzag way means, will the drawing will be good? No. We have to go in one direction. In the same way here also. What are the uses of electroplating? Now, did you understand this lab activity? Which is 8 marks answer. First, what we have to do here, coating of iron key with copper by using the electroplating method. What are the things required? Beaker, copper sulfide, then sulfuric acid, okay, then copper plate, iron key, then wires, battery and switch. Now, how to connect the circuit? Take the beaker, pour water in that one, add sulfuric acid to that one, then, add copper sulfide to that one. The solution changes to blue in color. Now add sulfuric acid to this one. Now suspend the copper plate and the iron key with the wires. Okay, and these wires must be connected to the battery and the switch. Did you understand? Now on the switch. When we on the switch, what will happen? Electrolysis process will take place. How the electrolysis process will take place? These two will act as electrodes and the copper sulfide will act as electrolyte. When electrolyte reacts with this electrodes, how we will know that electrolysis process is taking place? Near to these nails, bubbles will be coming out. Okay, when those bubbles are coming out, we can say that electrolysis process is taking place. Okay, and when electrolysis process is taking place, means electrolyte reacts with this electrodes and electrolysis process takes place. When electrolysis process is taking place, this copper sulfide will be divided into two. Into what? Two means 1 to copper and sulfide ions. When they are converted into copper and sulfide ions, this copper will come and it will deposit on this iron nail. So you stop the process, and after 15 minutes, if you see that one, this copper which is on this copper plate will come and deposit on this iron nail. The iron nail will be rusted. When this copper deposited, it changes to reddish brown in color. This is your lab activity, which is of 8 marks answer, which is very, very important. And next one is that electroplating, its uses. Electroplating is widely used in industries for coating metal objects like cycles, our cars, bikes, okay, motor vehicles, whatever are there, for all these things electroplating method is used. For example, metals like iron, which are easily corroded, means which will get very fast rusted by atmospheric air, moisture and oxygen, are coated with the deposits of, with what they will deposit? These iron things, nickel or chromium. What are the metals we are using? nickel or chromium, which are most superior metals. I don't know. Nickel and chromium are the superior metals. Iron is the inferior metal. To such corrosions by electroplating method, machinery parts are often chromium plated to protect them from corrosion and at the same time to give them good polish. Did you understand that? For where we are using this one, sometimes electroplating is done with a view to repairing worn out parts of machineries. In such cases, the suitable metal is deposited on the affected part of the machinery by electroplating method. Okay, did you understand that? Then electroplating is also used in ornamentation and decoration. For example, several articles made up of copper or its alloys such as tableware, decoration pieces are coated with silver or gold. Did you follow now what is electroplating method? And here the remaining I will continue tomorrow. Thank you.